What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with an unboxing video. As I promised in my last video, Collector Archive Services did just ship me a very, very rare graded bootleg. They just got finished with it, and this is one that just kind of fell into my lap. It was extremely, extremely lucky, and I cannot wait to show it to you. So bear with me here. Let me get this box open. All right, we're back, and I've got them out of the box. And we've got the COA, which is the Certificate of Authenticity, or Statement of Archival, if you will. I'm going to get this thing out, so we'll have that ready to go in a second here. Oh, so lovely. I'm excited about this one, guys. This is a graded bootleg, as I mentioned, and this is only the 4th example in the entire world of this figure. So that's not an exaggeration. That has been confirmed among some of the bootleg experts that I am friends with. So one of my friends has one of these still on the card. It's the only known example of one on the card. This one was loose, and I bought it. Wow, how awesome. Look at this bad boy. So, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? This is a Russian Oratet Russian bootleg Bosk. This has the metallic orange flight suit or jumpsuit, and wow, it's really, really exciting to get this back from grading. So this is only the 4th known example. As I mentioned, my buddy has one of these still on the card. He bought that about 10 years ago, and you know, I've got the green one, which I'll pull that out right now. You guys have seen that in my other videos. There's only 3 known examples of this one, and there are now 4 known examples of this one. I know 2 of the 3 other owners that have these. So very, very cool figure. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out of the poly bag. In the meantime, you guys can look at my green one. But anyway, I got this from a seller in Russia. It was a very, very sketchy, kind of off eBay deal, and I was not sure whether it was legit or not, and whether it was going to happen, but it did happen. I cannot believe it. It got here maybe maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and I finally sent it off to get quick grading done, and man, it's just unbelievable that I found it. And so here he is. Look at this bad boy. So it's a really, really kind of crazy color. It's, you know, all the bootleg collectors call it orange, but it almost has like a purplish sheen to it. So it's just a really wacky color, and no one really knows exactly when the orange and the green were made. The hot pink that you see on eBay all the time, those are certainly made in the 2000s. Oratet shut down in about 2005 after the owner passed away. But this is the thought process is that the orange and the green were kind of test colors before they finally decided on something like the hot pink. I don't know why. You know, if I had to guess, my guess is that the green was the original. You know, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then they tried out the orange, and then they settled on the hot pink. If I had to guess, I mean, that seems to be the natural progression from a fairly normal looking color to kind of a weird orange. It's got kind of an oily kind of look to it. It's just really, really wild. Look at that, man, just a crazy color. Look, you can really see in the light how that orange has a kind of a purplish sheen to it. But that's my guess, is that this was the 2nd kind of test run, and there's only a few of these out there, and then they settled on the hot pink to kind of try and grab kids' attention, you know, so it sells better. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Or you know, the hot pink is a very flat. You know, it's flat. It's not like metallic like these two. So that is the the only thing I can think of, is that maybe it was cheaper for production. So no one knows, and I certainly don't. The weapons are both the same for both of them. The heads and the arms and the feet are the same. But man, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I got this, what, like 3-4 months ago, and then in less than 3 months, you know, 4 months, I got the orange. So these are 2 of the rarest from the Russian Oratet bootleg line. And the seller that I got it from, he did show me a picture of another Bosk with a gold. It's like a very shiny gold flight suit from a collector in Russia who has it. That is the only known example. That just came to surface maybe a month or two ago. But he did show a confirmed example of exact same mold, but it's a very, very bright, shiny, metallic gold. So that is the only known example of that color. Hopefully he can find one for me, but I don't think I'll get. I'll have to pay quite a bit for that one. I'll tell you that I got this one on eBay. You know, it was a late night purchase, very lucky purchase. I did not get as lucky with this one. I had to pay quite a bit more for it. But one of the other longtime bootleg collectors was also on the bidding process, and he backed off once he knew that I was involved, and it was very generous of him to do that. Thank you, Drew, if you're watching. But anyway, I don't really know what else to say other than that this is a extremely rare item. You know, like I said, it's the fourth known example with this orange flight suit, and then this is the third known example with the green. But anyway, I'm just going to do a few more shots of this figure for you. I guess I forgot to show you the label too, so let's take a look at the label. This is a 2000 Zoratet Limited Star Wars Bosk Articulated Bootleg Metallic Orange Flight Suit, and it came back with a 90 grade, so really great condition overall. But wow, man, it's just amazing that this fell into my lap. You know, it was very unexpected and very lucky, and you know, very excited to have it. But there you are. These are two of the rarest, you know, in terms of modern bootlegs. These are probably two of the rarest that you'll ever see. I've had a few folks, since I showed some photos on Facebook, I've had a few pretty insane offers for the two of these. I don't want to say their names or what they were offering, but I've had. I think the highest offer I've gotten for the pair was $5,000. So, and I still turned them down. So, you know, it's probably stupid of me to not take that deal, because they're not worth, in my opinion, they're not worth that. And I'm sure more will surface at some point. I'm sure there's other examples like this in Russia somewhere. But you know, I don't know. I just can't get rid of them for whatever reason. So, you know, as more surface, the price will obviously go down. But I don't know. I don't really. I can't picture selling these things. It would have to take something really insane, and those are pretty insane offers as it is. If you ask me. So, anyway, I'm kind of in shock. So I'm sorry I'm not more animated as my usual boisterous self, but. And I've had a long morning. I didn't sleep great. But here's the statement of archive. 2000's Zoratet Limited Star Wars Loose Bootleg Figure Bosk Metallic Orange Flight Suit. So it just got graded on the 16th, and it came back with a 90. And, you know, I'm going to show you the photos. You know, Collector Archive Services sends photos with every item that you send in, as you guys know. And so, like I always do, I'll put the photos at the end of the video, but because Collector Archive Services uses kind of a white room with really bright lights, the photos make it look almost pink. It's so, and even here, you know, it kind of looks pink to me too. So, it's a very interesting, color, you know. It's, you know, I don't know how else to explain it other than it looks kind of like a purplish oil slick has been stuck on them. You know, I don't know how well that's coming through on the video, but it's got kind of a purplish sheen that goes throughout that orange flight suit. But how crazy does that color look? I mean, it's just awesome, and obviously the case is incredible for it. So, but just a one-of-a-kind figure. Well, I guess four-of-a-kind figure, but really, really excited to get it. So. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll put some photos from CAS, and you can see how much the color changes under really bright lights when you see those photos. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.